Hello and welcome to Marineford TCG. We're here in Hiroshima with the finals of the CS out in Japan. Really cool tournament this has been. Had some great matches. Last match we got to see was a pretty cool Blackbeard mirror. I had no idea how that was going to go. Played out really interestingly. Very long game, I will say that for free. But really good watch. Make sure you check it out if you've got the time. Here we are with the final. We'll press play. We've got Blackbeard against Purple Luffy. Really cool. See if Blackbeard can get 3 in a row. This leader has really gone from strength to strength. Start of this format, people were kind of writing him off, saying they didn't think he was very good. Loses to Luffy. But, last few tournaments, second, first. Really impressive performances from the Blackbeard players overall. And really cool to see this leader making some great waves in the 09 meta. Really different deck. Plays totally different from every other leader in the game. And really excited to see this match. So, Purple Luffy, good at going wide, good at going fast. Blackbeard, good at slowing them down. Down those on plays, you can't search with Zorojuro, you can't play anything with Luffy Taro. Pretty nice. And if the Blackbeard player is able to find their removal in the early game, the Doc Qs, the Laboons, the Van Augers, could make life pretty tricky for the Purple Luffy. I think those big cards are going to be the key. Things like Luffy Taro are a lot harder to remove for the Blackbeard player. Of course, they can do something like Van Auger plus Finger Gun, but that's requiring a lot of them. And I think these big cards are going to be the key for the Purple Luffy player to win the game. I imagine we'll see Blackbeard using his leader effect pretty early, probably not on the first turn. You're not that worried about the searchers from the Luffy, but it will also be interesting to see who gets to go first. I imagine the Purple Luffy player is interested in going first. Always nice to get that ramp earlier on. Mr. 2 is also a pretty cool card in this matchup, able to copy either the power of the Big Blackbeard or the Jesus Burgess, which is pretty cool. And we do see the Purple Luffy's hand here. He does have 2 Kamazos, which are not great. A Searcher Law, a Sanguro, and a Rush Sanji. Not too crazy. I imagine he'll at least get to search for that Law before his abilities are turned off. And then can maybe play out either the Kamazo or the Sanguro on the first turn. Then obviously he's hoping to find Luffy Taro with something to play off of it. And we do see the hand of the Blackbeard player. We've got the Van Auger and Doc Q combo. Really nice. Be able to remove those 4 costs. We got a Vasco Shot, a 2k, a Stronger, and a Searcher event. Nothing too crazy. Pretty good hand though. Nice early game combos with Doc Q and the Van Auger. Stronger can come in too to give a -2. Suru with extra steps, as I like to describe it. I imagine he is looking to hopefully find a Finger Gun to get rid of the 5 costs that the Purple Luffy is going to look to play out. We'll see soon who's going to get to go first. And we're going to get this game underway. This is the finals. Congratulations to both these players for making it here. Let's see how it goes. So the Purple Luffy gets to go first. That's probably the optimal curve for the Purple Luffy. We are going to see the Law Searcher come down. 4 cards. Looks like he's got a Mr. 2. Kid, so yeah, so just going to be able to grab the Sanguro. Can't grab any of those other cards, can only grab Heart and Straw, and not grab Kid Pirates. And Mr. 2's a Baroque Works and an Impel down, I believe. Obviously that Lin would have been very nice, big body, really hard for Blackbeard to remove. Can slow the game down a bit as well. Not that you'd really want to against Blackbeard. Blackbeard does draw a Doc Q for turn, going to play out a Doc Q. And passes, does not want to take out the Law. Interesting there. Purple Luffy going to draw a Zorojuro for turn. Pretty nice. Imagine we'll see the ramp and the play out of the Zorojuro. We're going to ramp. We get another Kamazo. Pretty interesting. We'll see 5 on 5, and the Blackbeard player is going to choose to take that one. And he does get a defeat off of that. Not too bad. Nice to get a little bit of search in here and there. And we do see the Zorojuro come down. On plays still alive for now. No Luffy Taro though. No Luffy Taro. Interesting. I believe he already has 2 Sangoros, so we might see the grab of the Robin here. But he looks like he's eyeing up the Sangoro. I think Sangoro is a pretty good card in this matchup. Really hard for the Blackbeard to deal with if he doesn't get Laboon. And Laboon, when it dies, doesn't give the Blackbeard player a card, unlike Van Auger and Doc Q. But the Purple Luffy is just going to go with the Sanji 2k. Nice to get a bit of counter. And, you know, 6 cost, even harder to deal with. You'd need Laboon and something else, something like a Stronger. Blackbeard's going to draw to 4. Interesting to see what they go with here. Doesn't have the Laboon, unfortunately. Laboon would have been really nice to do that Laboon.Q combo to get rid of the Zorojiro. We're just going to see 5 come out with Blackbeard. Might get rid of one of these Kamazos. Got a lot of Kamazos. And we do see the Kamazo hit the trash. 2k there, very nice. Blackbeard, he's got loads of Lafitte. Could slow the game down with those. Looks like that's what he's eyeing up. Going to play 1 Don for Lafitte. Tap him. Do a little search. Very nice. Double Blackbeards in there. That's not great. You might have to take that. The only other option was a Shiryu anyway, so I think that's fine. Don't tend to need more than like 2 Blackbeards in most matches. Doc Q is going to get rid of that Law, which is pretty nice. Then the Law can't swing freely back into the Lafitte, which is always nice. And he's going to go 2 more for another Lafitte search. Getting out those searches, slowing the tempo down. Very nice. We do see a Van Auger in there. I think there was a Blackbeard as well. Blackbeard, Van Auger. I think there was a Laboon. Yeah, double Laboons, Van Auger, and Shiryu. Looks like he's grabbing the Shiryu. Interesting. I feel like the Van Auger would be pretty good next turn. Maybe he already has one. I didn't notice. He does have one. He had one at the start. Fool. But yeah, this Shiryu grab there I think is fine. Nice little 2k here. Nothing too crazy. He's saying that he only needs 1 or 2 Blackbeards to win the game. Ditches the Shiryu itself to turn off the on-plays of the purple Luffy. Definitely not going to give him access to that Luffy Taro, even though we know he doesn't have it. Does get a Zorojiro off the top. Pretty nice there. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Sangoro come down and then maybe some swings go into these Lafitte. If these Lafitte can keep getting value, it can get spooky. It can get spooky fast. But we'll see. Might choose to get rid of the Doc Q instead, or could just push the pace at life. But I feel like at least taking out the Lafitte makes a lot of sense to me. But we'll see. See where the purple Luffy's priorities lie. Looks like the Lafitte's gone down. Very nice. But that 8 a leader swing, which is pretty good for Blackbeard. Blackbeard loves slowing the game down, getting into those big Blackbeards. Although we have already seen him bottom deck too, so there's that. And without stage, it's going to be tricky for him to get back round to them. So potentially only going to have 1 to 2 Blackbeards this game. We do see 6 into Doc Q. Doc Q is going to go down and draw him a card. Gets the stage. That could be a nice play for next turn. The Luffy is going to ramp. Does draw the Luffy Taro. Might just play it out anyway, even though there's obviously no on-plays. Yep, really hard for the Blackbeard to remove the Luffy Taro. Draws a Mon Cheri for turn. That card was pretty clutch last round, drawing the Blackbeard a Jesus Burgess from the trash. Pretty cool. Not sure it's going to be as crazy here. Currently just getting back a 2k, which is not great. We do see a tap 1 for Lafitte. There's the last Blackbeard. He might have to take that. Even though I'm sure he'd love to take one of these 2Ks. Definitely doesn't need the stage. Definitely doesn't need the stage. Interesting to see if he foregoes the second Blackbeard. Yeah, I think we have to take it here. Yeah. We've already sent 2 Blackbeards to the bottom. Can't send 3, surely. I'm going to need at least 2 to close out this game in the late game. And 5 Don here. Wonder what we'll see. Will we see 5 at life? We will indeed. Maybe ditch another one of these Kamazos. His Kamazos. Oh no, ditches the Sanji. Yep, Rush Sanji is pretty bad, to be fair, without his on-play. It's just not Rush. Yeah, you won't get a lot of value from that. Next turn for Luffy, he's drawing to 9, so he could ramp to 10 and go double Sangoro. That could be pretty cute. We'll see what the Blackbeard player wants to do here for 5. Maybe he's going to choose to play out the Van Auger, and he is going to go with the Van Auger. Unfortunately, with that Doc Q getting removed, not going to be able to remove the Zorojiro, excuse me. But will be nice for next turn. Ditching the stage for Black Hole leader effect. And Purple Luffy's up to 9 Don, but no on-plays. We draw Kid for turn. Kid's not bad. Kid is not bad. Not going to get you a lot of Don back, but having a blocker, always nice. We're going to see 5 into Lafitte, keeping it simple. Get rid of that. Very nice. A lot of options here for the Luffy player. Could go with just Sangoro and Zorojiro, get some vanilla bodies on the board, and swing 6-8. Could choose to donate Don to go 7. I think we will see the Blackbeard counter this one. Yep, gives us stronger, makes sense to me. 8, definitely going to take that. No triggers there, just a Lafitte off the top, another Lafitte, quite amusing. But we will see the Van Auger be able to remove something next turn with the Doc Q that's in hand. That'll be pretty nice for the Blackbeard player. And it's up to Luffy what he wants to do now. Does he want to use his leader effect to go double Sangoro? Looks like he does. He's going to go double Sangoro, which is pretty cool. I think I like this play a lot. Or he could go Kid Sangoro. That's also an option. Definitely going to go Sangoro. And then will it be another Sangoro or will it be a Kid? Looks like another Sangoro, putting on a lot of pressure. Those draws off those Sangoros are going to come in clutch. Going to help the Luffy player extend the game. Match Blackbeard's late game. And we know that the Blackbeard has already bottom decked 2 of their Blackbeard blockers. Which might prove tricky if the purple Luffy's able to go wide enough and long enough. The Sangoro's definitely going to help with that. So Blackbeard is on 8. Be interesting to see what they go with here. Bit of a weird turn for Blackbeard on 8. Can obviously use the Van Auger and Doc Q to remove something. Doesn't have much else. No finger gun. Finger gun would be lovely here. Get rid of that Sangoro. Super efficient. We do see Lafitte. Gonna do the Lafitte search again. Very nice. Looks like he's got a Jesus Burgess. That could be nice to get down on the board. Believe he does have enough Don to do 2 for Doc Q and 4 for Jesus Burgess, which is pretty good. Maybe on up the Shiryu though, just a nice 2k. He's thinking, it's a tough call. Looks like he's going to go with the Shiryu. Yep. Footage is still blinking around a bit. Let's pause and unpause. Try and clean it up. And we do see 6 Don left. I imagine 2 of these are going to be Doc Q. 5 leader. Probably see a counter here. Don't think Luffy's going to want to go down to 1. That would be a bit risky. It'd be interesting to see if it's the Kid or one of these Kamazos. Gonna ditch the Kid. Makes sense. Then we'll see 2 for Doc Q, Van Auger, Doc Q. Get rid of the Zoro at least. Not great, but you know, it is what it is. You've got to work with what you got. So interesting to see what we see for the rest of this. 2 for Lafitte, another Lafitte search. Really trying to slow this game down. And all those Blackbeards are at the bottom. We do see a Jesus there. We also see a Vasco shot. Looks like he's eyeing up the Vasco shot. Sorry about this blinking. I'm not sure what's causing this. I think the footage is just a bit dodgy. Either way, we do see the Vasco shot come down. Very nice. And we also see leader effect ditching This Is My Age to turn off the on plays once again. I do think Blackbeard is in a pretty tricky spot here. Luffy's going to be able to clear the board very efficiently and draw cards with these Sangoros. And these Sangoros are tough to get rid of. We can do 8 into Van Auger, get rid of that. We can do 5 into Lafitte, 6 into Lafitte, and then 6 into Doc Q. If he just wants to clear board. We can also push at life a lot here. We can do a lot of swings. Just all depends on how Purple Luffy wants to approach this game state. Will be pretty interesting. I think these Sangoros are just really good in this matchup. Getting to draw whilst still putting on a lot of pressure and being a bigger body that the Van Auger can't deal with. Obviously Laboon can, but that's not searchable. You've got to just draw Laboon. And that's one of the problems with the card. We are going to see the Luffy Taro swing first. Where's he going to swing? Maybe Van Auger. He's thinking. I think Van Auger is sensible, maybe. Depends if you're playing out a 4. If he's not playing out another 4 cost, you could probably leave the Van Auger and just go live. Bit of a tricky spot for the Blackbeard. Are they able to play, what are they on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they will be able to start playing Blackbeard's next turn. And it looks like that was into the Van Auger. I couldn't really tell, but he must have announced it. Draws a black hole with the Van Augers on KO. Yeah, we're going to do 6, drawing a Gum Gum Giant. That was presumably at life. And we do see 6 at life, drawing another card, Sanji. Such a good card. That's that Sangoro, such a good card in this matchup. And we do see the This Is My Age trigger. Got double strongers and a dot Q. Likely to take stronger 2k here. Seems good. Be interesting to see where this leader swing goes. Gonna go 6 leader probably. Yep, ditching the stronger 2k that we just grabbed there. Makes sense to me. And we're gonna see 4 for Zorojuro and 5 for another Sangoro. Does he have it? No, just the kid. Makes sense. Good play, good play. Ball's really wide. This is pretty spooky for the Blackbeard. Van Auger's gone. Can't remove anything on dot Q. I think the writing might be on the wall here. Can obviously play out the big blocker Blackbeard and start getting a bit of value with him. But yeah, gonna start getting tricky soon. These Sanjis just get such good value. It's such a crazy card. Could also choose to slow the game down with more defeat searches, but it feels weird. It does feel weird. Black Hole as well, only getting rid of a 4 cost. Can get rid of the Zorojuro, of course, but I'm sure he'd much rather get rid of the Sangoros. The amount of cards that this Luffy player is drawing is wild. It's crazy. So good for that. So good for you as the Luffy player. Looks like we're eyeing up Mancherry. That's pretty cool. Could get back to a 2k. It's nothing great. Just 2k. There's a Van Auger, but Van Auger's not great either. If he does get the Van Auger back, could remove the Zorojuro with the Van Auger. That's costing a lot of Don. That's costing 7 Don for Mancherry and Van Auger. And you've only got 3 more. I guess you could do double defeat search. And then swing 6 into Sangoro. But it's not great. It's not great. Or you'd probably swing 6 into life to just get a 2k. It could be the play though. It might be the best play he's got. Might be the best play he's got. Would have to play over one of these characters though, which is always a bit of a bummer. And we do see 6 at leader. Gonna ditch one of these Kamazos. Nothing crazy going on here. Not gonna go down to 1. Ditches the Kamazo. Makes sense to me. So I wonder if we will see the Mancherry Van Auger play. And double defeat search. Would you see 1 defeat search at least? Who he gets here? It looks like he's on up at Jesus maybe. Yep, looks like he's on up at Jesus. There was also a Van Auger in there, so you could just grab the Van Auger and hold the Mancherry. That might be a better play. Then you can use those 2 Don. I don't really know what for, but you can at least have the 1k in hand with the Mancherry. Looks like he's going to grab the Van Auger. I think that's sensible. And we'll see 5 for Van Auger. Van Auger tap here. Yep, Doc Q tap here. Get rid of Zorojuro. 1 more for a second defeat search. And we'll see what we get here. There's a Blackbeard, so he's... Nope, but he takes the... Shiryu, excuse me. I forgot his name there for a moment. 2 Don, ditching that. Gonna play out Vasco Shot. Very nice. Another blocker. Next turn, we are presumably going to start seeing these Blackbeards come down. Ditches the Black Hole for Black Hole leader effect. Very clean play. Those Sangoros sticking around though is such crazy value for this Luffy player. This Luffy player has got to be thrilled that those Sangoros are still here. Because what you fear there as Luffy is like double finger gun. Double finger gun, getting rid of the Sangoros and then swing 6 into the into life would have been a really good turn. Unfortunately, he didn't have it. Is what it is. And we do see 7 and a draw of a Luffy Taro. Not going to do very much there, but well, the attack will go through and we draw a Hachinosu. And we do see another 7k leader drawing an Usohachi. Usohachi, if he had on plays, would be incredible. As he doesn't, yeah, not so much. Just a 2k. But that's pretty interesting. We'll see 2-1 come here from the Blackbeard with the Mancherry and the Shiryu. No more counter in the Blackbeard's hand. So we could see 3 more swings come in. Likely to clear both of these Vasco shots and the life. Which is pretty rough. Looks like he's debating whether to attack with Kid or not. What will we be playing from hand this turn? Maybe a It's got to be something 5 cost. You can't let that Van Auger combo get value. Just going to see 6 come out from Kid. I think that makes sense. Blackbeard's pretending he has counter. He knows he doesn't. I think you have to take this one. Yeah, and hope this is some counter. It's a Jesus. It's not great. We are going to see 7 from leader. That's going to clear the Vasco shot. Yep, Vasco shot goes down, and 8 from Luffy Taro. It's going to clear the other Vasco shot. So I think we see the writing on the wall here for the Luffy player. Able to just go too wide, too fast. Blackbeard did miss a couple things here. That's just 6 for Sanji. Makes sense. No finger guns. Pretty not great for Blackbeard. No Laboons as well. Was not able to clear those Sangoros early. If he'd seen the Laboon, I think this could have been a totally different game. And the same with the finger gun. Just getting rid of those 5 costs is really important. And the Luffy player very skillfully took all those 5 costs off the early searches. Recognising that was his win con, playing 5s and hoping that Laboon and finger gun don't show up. Those cards being unsearchable. It does kind of suck. It does kind of suck. It is what it is. One of the new cards Blackbeard is getting in the next set is... looks like we're going to see the Black Hole. Sorry, we're seeing him go for game here. We're seeing him negating the effect of Sanji, killing nothing. 5 leader, 6 leader, and then we'll see, the counter, and that's the game. So Blackbeard just trying a fast one there. You never know; they might have no counter. 7 with the feet, classic, very funny. And ditching that for the no one plays. But yeah, Purple Luffy can just pile all his dons on one of his dudes and swing him big. Who's he going to choose to take the game with? Stop edging us. Just win. You know it's over, buddy. Yeah, 18 with with leader, 15 with leader. Very easy. Well played. Well played to the Blackbeard player. Well played to the Purple Luffy player, and we do see Purple Luffy win this CS over in Hiroshima. What a time to be alive. Blackbeard finally defeated by a whole bunch of 5 costs, basically. Pretty cool to see. We'll pause the game there. Thank you for watching. If you've watched all of these, big special thank you to you. Your viewership is much appreciated on this channel. Hope you've enjoyed my commentary. If there's anything you think I can improve on with the commentary, please let me know. This is only my 2nd or 3rd time doing these CS videos. People seem to enjoy them though. I enjoy doing them. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.